Christmas. It's Christmas for horse players. Breeders' Cup weekend has finally arrived. So I'll do a pick five today. It's pretty basic, but I'm trying to beat a couple favorites as per usual. That's my MO. And then we'll do another one tomorrow. But I'll do that one tomorrow. Can only handle one card. Actually, I handle about 10 cards a racing at a time, but seriously, one Breeders' Cup card at a time. So let's dive right in. I don't want to make this too long. Everyone is giving information, so it gets to be information overload. Race number 6 is where we kick it off here at Del Mar. This is the Grade 2 Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint. These races are tough, let's face it. You can see my top 4 that I'm going with. The 5 and 11 and the 3 and the 8 are kind of backup plays. Of the Euros, there's a couple that interest me. The 3-horse Go Bears Go. This is kind of my sneaky horse in here. I watched a couple of these races. I was quite impressed by his races early on. The last start, not great. Probably not the best prep to ship across the pond. But he will add blinkers today. We'll see what Johnny V can do with him. But I'm putting him kind of in a sub role, right? The 5 and 11, my main picks. The 5 Hierarchy. He's the one that I think can actually win this race. I like the fact that Murphy has flown across to ride, well, along with some others, but this one as well. This horse extremely professional. He dwelt last start, still managed to finish second, just beaten ahead. There's a lot of talent there. I'm quite impressed by the way he looks on the track. The 8-horse Avery Jane, the filly, you know, she's going to be the favorite, deservedly so. She's 4 for 4. She's done everything they've asked. I just, you know, in these races, they get run at. Like, she's not, I mean, you can't beat what you can't catch. That's been her MO so far. I like the fact that, you know, early in the year, she was able to sit just off of the pace and move because she might need to do that today. But we'll see, you know, when they get this in their mind that you just fly to the front, that's more than likely the style she'll employ. And the 11-horse Dairy Name, I'm kind of interested in this one too for Christophe Clement. This one coming off of a win. You get Rosario riding back. That was the Woodbine race that she won. You know, you wonder what was behind her. The first 2 races weren't that great, but it looks like she's rounding into form kind of nicely now. But again, it's a matter of who she's been in front of. So she's kind of a real fuzzy that I'm throwing in there just because I think she might get the right kind of setup is basically about it. But again, those Juvenile 5 furlong dashes, yeah, they're kind of tough. So we skinnied it up here. I won't even talk about this race for long. The Breeders' Cup Juvenile fillies going a mile on the 16th. Echo Zulu, to me, I don't know who would step up and beat her. Again, you can't beat what you can't catch. She has dominated every fraction of the races she's been in. She's got tremendous turn speed. Juju's Map would maybe be one if I was looking to throw something in. She seems to be developing nicely, but I don't know, until they beat Echo Zulu, obviously, that's not a favorite that I'm going to try to get cute with. I don't see anything else in here. I think Hidden Connection is meant to be a nice filly and will continue to develop, but yeah, the Zulu for me. So that skinny's the pick 5 down anyways. Got a mile, the Breeders' Cup Juvenile fillies turf here. I'm split. I don't have a clear-cut horse that I love. The 5, the 9, and the 13 are the 3 that I would kind of lead towards playing almost equally. The 5, Bubble Rock. Of the North American horses, I like Bubble Rock. I thought that win in the Matron was pretty professional. She's got a nice running style for the shape of this race. She's been legit in her, you know, it's a very professional win at Saratoga. Came right back and backed it up as a heavy favorite. So she's certainly one that I like. I looked at consumer spending for a while, but I'm not sure that she's there yet. She might get there. I'm just not sure she's there yet. The 9-horse Koala Princess. She looks like a bit of a freak. This race at Kentucky Downs was extremely impressive. I mean, you need to watch it to see exactly what she did, but she was patient. She did everything that you want. She was very tractable in there. The 12-horse for the Euros, I like Malavath a little bit, but the 13 Mise en Scène was the one that I was kind of inclined to go towards. Again, another Murphy horse, and the first 2 starts were good. This one was the most impressive, I thought, to get up in time there in just her second lifetime start. Cachet beat her here in Newmarket, but I didn't think that it worked well for her. She just didn't get the kind of trip. She's got the outside here, which I think really plays into her favor. On to race number 9, a mile and the 16th, the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. 10 and 12. With Jack Christopher out, that actually made this a much better betting race, I have to say. Condolences to the Connections, because it would have been extremely nice to have seen him run. But again, for our selfish purposes, it's not a bad thing. The 10 Command Performance finished behind him last time. This is a really nice colt who's still a maiden, but could just as easily not be a maiden. He's had a bit of issues his first 2 starts. This was a good run. He's nice. He's extremely nice. And you know, I'm glad that they gave him a shot. Like, why not? If you're going to break your maiden, you may as well do it in this race. But the 12-horse Corniche, obviously the one to beat. He won't be any 5-2. I don't think, although in Breeders' Cup Day you get a lot of money all over the place. So maybe, I'm thinking more like 2-1, 9-5 on him. He just looks dominant. When you fly out and get a 98 buyer in your first lifetime start, you know, and then back it up with a mile and a 16th and look like you never took a breath, he's probably legit. He's legit the one to chase in there. Outside post position, that might work in the other's favor a little bit. That'll be the only thing that he has to overcome. The last race of the series, the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf at a mile. You can see there are 4 horses here that I'm looking at. The one, Modern Games, is probably the one I like of everyone. I just hope that he doesn't get completely mired in from the inside post position. I wish he had drawn basically anywhere but there. Buick, he's great. I saw him ride here at Woodbine a lot of times, and he's obviously extremely good at what he does, but boy, he's going to have the magic to work something out. Modern Games, a very, very nice son of Dubawi, though. The lone loss in his career, I thought that he should have won that, so that to me wasn't the greatest effort ever. What I think happened is it was just way too quick of a turnaround for him. They ran him July the 24th, came right back on August the 8th. The colt just didn't respond as well. So now you've got really nice spacing. I love the fact he hasn't run since September the 23rd. I think that they decided this is the race they're coming to. Everything they've done since then has pointed to that. The 4 and 5 minor players, I like Tiz the Bomb. Tiz the Bomb is developing into a really nice little horse. I mean, they spent enough for him. They obviously liked him, but he's all right. I wasn't going to put Slipstream in anywhere. I'm not sure that the race is going to really work out for him. But his last 2 starts have been decent. You get Rosario, which, you know, I mean, that counts for something, right? Counts for probably being overbet more than anything, but we'll throw him in. The 8-horse, Glanton, this first race, if you watch it, these races are on YouTube, you can find them. But if you watch this race, I mean, horses will show you who they're going to be very early on in their careers. This was great. He was right up with the front. He ran, it was a straight race, then no turns, but he was right up there. He pinned his ears. He would not let the other horses get the best of him. I like that. He dueled right to the wire. This start he stumbled, so, you know, crap happens. Then they wheeled him right back. This is like, okay, you know what? You hardly ran last time. You're coming right back. 7 days later. That doesn't happen very often, but he responded by winning. Now he gets to get on the plane. Not a lot of time between starts, and that's why I'm a little bit more hesitant on Glanton. So, we'll do a quick review, shall we? For anybody who wants. Race number 6, taking the 5 and 11 with the 3 and 8 as backup plays. In race number 7, just the 6. It's the Zulu. Race number 8 will go 5, 9, and 13. I really don't have a preference of the 3, I have to say. Mile and 16th, race number 9, the 10 and the 12, outside horses. Tough post for the 12. That could be his undoing. And the Juvenile Turf will go with the 1 and the 8 and back that up. I really think the 1's going to win. I mean, if I had to pick one horse out of those 4, it would just be the 1. That's it for today. Have fun with Breeders' Cup. It only comes around once a year on 2 days. So it's kind of like twice. Cash some tickets today, and we'll see you again tomorrow.